All right, and I'm back from the dead with my reactions. I'm Random Guy Speaks, my boy Lani again. Y'all remember him from the Sword Art Online video I did a while back. But we've been throwing around a lot of stuff, Lani, lately about and well, me and you've been we haven't really we talked about a little bit on the BSS pod about uh Invincible, which we need to do a freaking episode on because Invincible is smacking. And I'm still shook about what they did to Alan the Alien a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
I need to bin read it. I need to bin read it.
They
Binge
bit
read it, whatever. Yeah.
Bro, they beat his ass like he was in JJK, bro. They beat the shit out of him.
That was bad.
Oh my god. So I've been throwing a lot of what ifs around, and then we sat there and ironically, 20 minutes ago we was throwing around, could Goku stop a Viltrumite invasion? I said he could. Lani, you said no. And what was the basis to why you said no?
I said it just depends on. I feel like how many of them are there. If it's like 3 to 5, 6, it's like yeah, I feel like Goku got it. But I'm just saying from like a sheer number standpoint, because they're like mini Kryptonians, they're like mini Supermen. So it's like if he has to fight like 20 of them or 30 of them or like 100 of them, then like yeah, I don't feel like he's that much stronger than that. Like I don't feel like he could take like 100 of them because they OP. They like what it took 3 of them in that episode to take down a whole civilization. Like
Mhm.
and they did it in a matter of minutes. Really, kind of seconds. Like it really took them like maybe like a minute and a half to destroy a whole civilization. So it's like if it's like 3. So forget 3 of those. I'm saying like he could probably take on like maybe half a dozen easy. But if it's like 100 of them, no.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Look, the really the big question to my why I think he could do it is how strong is Battle Beast compared to Goku? Because I think if Battle Beast fought Goku, I think Goku washes him.
Yeah, no, I agree. Goku would like. I feel like Goku could defeat any one Viltrumite by himself, even like 2 or 3. But I'm saying like if there's like 100 Viltrumites,
My
like
problem is I think Battle Beast could wash Viltrumites though. We saw the crazy part is we've seen I think to best of my opinion, I have to reread the story. He's only fought like maybe 3 the whole
uh huh,
time. He washed Invincible, but to be fair, Invincible was basically getting jumped in that office building.
yeah,
But
he
he
was
washed
new.
Invincible. He fought to the death with Thrag, and the only reason Battle Beast like lost was because Battle Beast took that Goku method and made everything fair. And even then, he gave Thrag everything he wanted and more, everything he wanted. So
Yeah.
I can't remember. I feel like he fought another Viltrumite, but I can't remember. So the problem is, I legitimately think that if Battle Beast went and just fought like, even if we saw him fight 5 Viltrumites, I think he washes them, and I think Goku's better than Battle Beast. So
Yeah.
in order to kind of settle this thing, Lonnie hopped on real quick before we watch football, and his wife gets home. So
Yeah,
we're
again,
gonna
I
watch
just feel
this.
like it's a number standpoint. Like a kung fu black belt, he can destroy like any regular thug. But there's like 100 thugs. Like just by number standpoint, like what are you supposed to do?
Okay, but okay, if the Kung Fu Black Belt could teleport, transform, and become 50 times stronger at least, and he can shoot energy beams from key blast from his hand, he's washing the 100 thugs.
I don't know, because like these aren't normal. Like we all, like I said, it took 3 of them to just destroy a whole civilization. So
To
it's
be
like it's a
fair,
hundred of them.
If Goku doesn't hit his head, he destroys the civilization. He destroys Earth when he sees the full moon.
Hmm.
So So either way, let's hop into this. This video is Could Goku Stop a Viltrumite Invasion by Lonks Takes. I believe that's the guy's name. I did a quick peek of his channel. I have not seen this video. Lonnie hasn't seen this video, but it looks like he's a guy who's like, could the Avengers stop the Saiyan invasion? They're cooked, by the way. That's the answer. They're cooked. The only person that maybe survives is Thor. They just
Yeah.
know what they do. Do you know what they do to freaking Hulk? Besides the fact that they probably just keep fighting, I think eventually at one point Nappa would just cheese and fucking throw him somewhere. Nappa would just cheese.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, so it'd be like Thor and Hulk would be the only ones left as they destroy the planet. So either way, let's get this popping. It's only 10 minutes too, so we can react
So
while we
let's
talk.
talk about the fictional elephant in the room. On a surface level, Saiyans from Dragon Ball and Viltrumites from the comic Invincible are pretty similar in a lot of ways. They're a powerful alien race with natural abilities that make them superior to most other species in the universe. Using this power, they conquer worlds, and it seems to be something woven into their very nature. Oftentimes, they send one single member of their race to conquer an entire planet that they deem easy to capture, And when they have kids with the species
That is
of another
crazy that
planet, they almost
they've,
always take on a mix of both traits while keeping the immense power of their respective kind.
It's
Both
crazy
of
how
them
similar they
almost
are,
went
though.
extinct and had their home planet destroyed. So what if a Viltrumite invasion replaced a Saiyan invasion in Dragon Ball? Would the Z fighters be strong enough to hold off the massive
I
army
think
of
that's unfair.
superpowered
If you say,
invaders? Or would
oh,
they be
hold
overrun
on,
by
let me
the
pause
might
it.
of
Let
the
me pause for
former
a second.
strongest empire in
Let me
the...
pause it. So now this is the problem. They nerfed the Z fighters. So if you're telling me that the Viltrumites invade during the Saiyan saga, I think that's unfair. That's where I'm like, all right, you because you knew the answer. If you go any further than that, it's over. I think that's they're cooked. They're cooked, right? Could you see Yamcha taking down a Viltrumite? He's probably a better fighter, but that doesn't mean he's. I don't
No,
think.
if it's the original like Dragon Ball Z fighters and not like Dragon Ball Super time, they get washed easy.
They're cooked. They're
Like
cooked.
no diffs. Like it's not like I'm sorry. Even Goku at that time with I don't care what Kyle Kid times
I'm about to
100,
say.
he getting his head chopped off.
And remember, Kyle Ken does the more he increases it, he does massive damage to his body, right? Or the strain on his body gets too much, so he won't be able to hold it for long. That's what I guess. To be fair, if you're using Super Z fighters, like okay, they're like, all right, Goku turns Super Saiyan 1, and like, all right, then he turns Super Saiyan 2. If he goes UI, you can't touch him. Vegeta goes Ultra Ego, he welcomes the damage. Gohan turns Beast. Piccolo goes Orange. I guess Krillin. I understand Krillin can't really transform, but at
Yeah,
that
I would
point,
say if it's like that, if it's like the Z fighters and Super, like where they're at right now, like in the manga stuff like that, then yeah, Viltrumites are washed.
so
But if
what's
it's
the sweet
just
spot?
Goku,
What's the sweet spot then? Cell Saga?
Cell or maybe would I even say Boo? Because Boo might be too much. Because then you got Gotenks, and then you got
Yeah, but the problem with Gotenks is that he's a monster for 30 minutes and then they're cooked. Unless you're saying Goten and Trunks just in their Super Saiyan forms by themselves could kill a Viltrumite.
I don't think so.
The only thing is I think they're also in themselves cooked because they're kids and the Viltrumites are savage as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not thinking about like strength. I'm talking about like pure intent and savagery. Like you can't just tell Kid Trunks, "Hey, you need to slaughter all these people." He's gonna be like, "Nigga, what?" When those people are, it's gonna be like that Invincible episode, the latest one, where like that lady was whooping his ass. She was whooping Invincible's ass because she was trying to kill him, and he was just trying to hurt her. And then Omni Man's like, "Hey, if you're not on the same type of timing and energy as her, you're not going to make it." And that's going to be what their type of situation is. And I feel like it's even going to take Goku a little bit of time to get into that type of mode because he's just going to be trying to fight based off personalities. Like Vegeta, Piccolo, they're going to be on that type of timing.
I
Gohan,
think the minute Goku would be about that until the minute they see a Viltrumite just kill a person. And he's
yeah,
like,
no.
all
Once
right.
they see people start actually dying, then like it's gonna change. But Goku's not gonna be on that timing like right away. Gohan's not gonna be on that type of timing right away. Gotenks, Trunks, nah.
So
Piccolo, yeah. Vegeta, yeah. But
question. So could Super Goku by himself let's just say for some reason everybody else is isolated or something like that, and Goku's just by himself on Earth could Super Goku by himself stop the Viltrumite invasion?
depends on how many Viltrumites to me.
The minute he turns UI, it's over.
I'm
You're
saying
talking about
I need a number. I need a number.
you're talking about a fresh Goku, completely fresh, turns UI immediately because he understands the threat. He's fucking washing them.
Oh no. Like I
They
said, I
won't
need a
touch him.
number.
They couldn't touch him. And I think at this point, because Goku realizes how savage you be, he'd be like, all right, let me just pop a sensu beam back in, and he's back in the fight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it's like less than 10 or less than a dozen and he's an Ultra Instinct, then like yeah, he got it. But if it's like 50, 100, because like you said, like let's compare them Saiyans. So it's like him versus like 100 Saiyans.
I think Super Saiyan 1 Goku washes 100 Saiyans easy. I mean, I might even think base Super Goku washes 100 Saiyans easy.
Oh no. Well, let's continue the video. Let's see what else he has to say.
The universe. Let's find out. For this video, we will be directly replacing Vegeta and Nappa from the Saiyan Saga with the entire Viltrumite invasion force from Invincible when it was at its hypothetical peak, including some of the strongest Viltrumites like Conquest, Thrag, and Anissa. This means that we are using Goku after
by the
his
way,
training
Goku
with
has
King
to run
Kai.
away from
Let's
Anissa
cover the
because she'll be
conditions of this
trying
battle,
to him.
how strong both sides are, and who I think ultimately would win this fight. As I've only briefly spoken about Viltrumites as an entire race
W
before,
Thrag,
and
he
I've
has a
talked about Goku a
magnificent
lot,
lineup.
let's
I don't know
begin
whose
with the
barber is,
Viltrumite
but his
race,
barber
how
should be
they invade
praised.
planets, and how strong they are. The Viltrumites were once a race that actually were nearly identical to humans, but with advanced technology, eventually using said technology to develop into the superhuman race we know today, which actually gave them a genetic and cultural superiority complex, which made them wish to conquer all other races across the universe. This eventually led them into a civil war on their planet in which only the strong Viltrumites eventually survived. Thus began an era in which
They just be
Viltrumites would
jumping
send
too, so
massive armies to invade planets, completely overpowering them without any warning. However, eventually the size of their empire compared to their population made it so invading with full armies became essentially impractical, and thus they began sending single members of their race to conquer planets. This is the mission that Omni-Man fails to do in the first season of Invincible. For this reason, we will be assuming that Viltrumites consider Earth essentially ready for invasion, and thus are sending an entire army to invade it. Now, the exact population or size of the Viltrumite army is not exactly given to us, especially at its peak. Databooks purposely do not tell us the population of the Viltrumites, but for the most part, given how they remain in their physical prime and that their race is literally all based around being the strongest and weeding out the weak, it's safe to assume that a majority, if not all of their population, could be considered part of the army. Now, how many Viltrumites are actually in the population? Again, while we aren't actually given an exact number, we are actually shown almost the entirety of the Viltrumite population when the Scourge virus wipes out almost every single Viltrumite until less than 100
that
are
is
alive.
crazy.
During this
That
period,
this
every
virus was so
Viltrumite who
strong,
dies
they're
to the
able to make a
virus is
ring around
placed
their
into the
planet with
orbit
all the
of their
bodies.
home planet Viltrum until it forms into a massive ring, kind of like Saturn. Rough calculations have estimated that this ring has more than 10 quadrillion bodies in it, meaning that the Viltrumite population at its peak was at least this massive. This means that any small percentage of the population, whatever
I'm
amount was
sorry, I think
considered
they're
to be
cooked.
within its army, would still have at least tens of billions of members in its ranks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Goku
So,
can't
how
fight
strong
billions
are
of.
these
Pause it for a
Viltrumites?
second.
For this
Especially
video, we'll be
not
giving
saying
Viltrumites
Saga
a strong
Goku,
benefit.
bro. Not he can't.
But still, I don't care if it's Ultra Instinct. He's not gonna fight a billion Super Saiyan like people. Like he can't. Like a billion of them. A billion.
The problem is we have to now. I guess hopefully he does this. We have to figure out how strong comparatively a Viltrumite is to a Saiyan. Are they Super Saiyan strong? Are they Super Saiyan 2 strong? Because if a billion Viltrumites are invading Earth, which group of
I'm sorry. Does
heroes?
he eventually not run out of ki or
So
stamina or whatever? Because like if it's tens of billions of Viltrumites, like they're stronger than humans. Let's just say like at weakest they're all Krillin. Can he fight a billion Krillins at once? No.
Saiyan Saga Goku could not.
We're talking about a billion. We're talking about a billion.
This is okay. So we have to use his parameters, right? He's saying Saiyan Saga Z fighters.
Mm-hmm. He's not fighting three of them.
Think about this: Saiyan Saga Z fighters, Goku, Gohan, and Krillin were the only ones that survived.
Yeah.
They're cooked.
Oh no, they're cooked under these parameters. I'm saying even in Super, if it's 10 billion, I'm just calling him mini Superman. Let's call him like Superboy strength. He's not beating 10 billion Superboys. He's not.
The only reason I'm saying they might is his key things. Obviously he needs time to charge a spirit bomb. A Super Kamehameha, just keep spamming those hoes, and he's gonna keep eating sensu beans.
They're gonna give him that. They're gonna give him that much time to keep on eating sensu beans.
Okay, obviously to get a super one. Okay, fine, but he can still do. A Kamehameha could kill a Viltrumite.
It's 10 billion little Superboys. Like, come on, bro. Like,
also
it's
he
just
can teleport. He can read.
Can he beat any one of them one-on-one? Yes. Can he probably beat like let's say the top 5 Viltrumites versus him? Does he wash them? Yes. But we're saying 10 billion.
The craziest part is Anissa will be too busy trying to screw him to fight him, so we know she's out. Oh my god, you want to talk about a really bad and hated character. Wait till the people meet her for real.
I haven't met her yet. I've heard things about her, but I haven't read her yet.
People are gonna hate her more than Amber when she's introduced, and people hate Amber. So yeah.
All right, we gotta finish this up because Taylor's up.
Oh my god.
Of the doubt, and using some of the more potentially impressive, though substantially more ambiguous
Give me
feats of the
1 second.
series, and assuming that they
Let me pause
apply
it.
to the average
No, you're good.
Viltrumite warrior.
Yeah.
Now, the first
Are you ready?
Yeah.
and most impressive feat to go over is when 3 Viltrumites were able to destroy the planet Viltrum while its core was unstable. My collab with Mr. Perfect Cell, I've gone over how this feat is oftentimes, in my opinion, over-exaggerated, and a lot of factors went into making the destruction of the planet possible. But in short, they don't even think they would survive the explosion if their synergy was off, likely meaning the planet's destruction does not scale to their basic AP or durability. Still, if you want to use this, most calcs agree that this is multi-continental in strength, with some putting it actually at planetary level. The other most impressive feat in the series is even more ambiguous and only happens in the cartoon and not in the comics, with Omni-Man saying he pushed a meteor the size of Texas. Now, how much effort this took, the speed of the meteor, if it was actually the size of Texas, and all other information like that are never really described to us, as we never actually see Nolan do this feat. However, when giving Nolan every single benefit of the doubt, this feat might possibly be moon level in strength. For speed, the best and most cut and dry speed feat in the series is when Alan the alien flies from outside of the solar system to Earth in about 12 minutes, which is about 60,000 times faster than light. Now, many people have argued that these speed feats aren't valid, as when flying at high speeds and invincible, they actually warp space-time in order to do so, and this doesn't scale to their flight speed. However, even ignoring the statements that characters are able to react to their own flight speed, the actual section of the Invincible Handbook discussing this ability to warp space is written as a hypothesis, and the relationship between flight speed and teleportation is never outright confirmed officially. Aside from their strength, speed, and the ability to fly, one of the most important aspects of a Viltrumite is their stamina, or rather their technical lack thereof. Once a Viltrumite has mastered the ability to control their smart items, they essentially lose the ability to become tired. This is shown just through feats of them traveling continuously for weeks on end without stopping, but also from the Invincible Handbook, which just straight up says Viltrumites are essentially inexhaustible when it comes to stamina. With all that explanation aside, let's go over the power of Saiyan Saga Goku, or Viltrumite Saga. Goku's power level in the Saiyan Saga is notoriously mistranslated in the English dub of having a power level of over 9,000.
Hey, pause it real
real
quick.
Base form having a power level of only.
So we're talking about 10 billion Viltrumites that can't get tired. They don't need a sensu bean.
So Saiyan Saga Goku is cooked, right?
Yeah, but I'm starting to think that at least we can agree at this point, if it's 10 billion and they're inexhaustible, Cell Goku's probably cooked too.
Goku's cooked too.
Now is Majin cooked? Because like we all know, like a big thing with Super Saiyan 3, they're like saying like how fast Super Saiyan 3 is. Clearly, Viltrumites are relatively just as fast.
Why did he choose Saiyan Saga Goku? That's
I don't know. Is he just starting from the beginning? But my thing is like a lot of things people are like saying like, oh, like Super Saiyan 3 is like light speed or this or that. Clearly, Viltrumites are also extremely fast, and we're talking about billions or hundreds of them even. So it's like he's not gonna. Yeah, he can teleport to get away, but they're gonna be right on his ass.
Okay, I understand that. They won't send the whole force to Earth, right? They wouldn't.
No, they would probably send at least 100 or so.
Okay, I need to see, because right now using Saiyan.
Because unlike when they usually do like a full scale invasion, they send like a few ships full of them and stuff like that. So let's just say like at least a few hundred. Let's say like 200-300.
Bro, send Chaozu home. Send Chaozu home. Just send him home immediately. All right, it's all right. Chaozu, it's been real, bro. Hey, ironically, I think Krillin would get a lot of kills with his Destructo disc before they take him out, because they wouldn't know what it is, right?
They wouldn't know what it is.
And then he killed like 5 of them. Then they'd be like, all right, that's the guy. That's the one right there. Take him out. Take him out immediately. Oh my god. Hey, no. Why would they choose Saiyan Saga Goku? All right, you ready?
Yeah.
over 8,000. At this point in the series, Goku has unlocked the Kaioken, a form which puts massive strain on his body, but can multiply his strength and power level by different levels of multiplication. At this point, briefly allowing him to increase his strength to Kaioken times 4, which would put his power level at 36,000.
Okay, I say 36,000 instead of 32,000 for this entire video. Okay. Oh, W accountability. W accountability right there.
Like I mentioned before, this puts a massive strain on Goku's body, and after Kaioken times 4, Goku shortly after becomes almost completely unable to fight or move. Thus, for scaling Goku, I will just talk about how strong his base form is and go from there. As a baseline, there are 3 moon-busting feats in Dragon Ball to go over. Roshi destroying the moon, 23rd Budokai Goku stated to beat moon level, and Piccolo destroying the moon. As a baseline, this puts moon-busting feats of strength somewhere in the power level in the hundreds, as Goku's Kamehameha at the time was 910, Roshi's buff form was somewhere higher than 139, and Piccolo's power level at the time being somewhere between 300 and 400. Either way, with Goku's power level of 8,000, this would put him at a gracious level of being small planetary by the time of the Saiyan Saga. However, taking the statements that having a power level of 10,000 is enough to be a planet buster, and some calcs that actually put Piccolo's feet at large planet, we can argue that Goku at full power is actually closer to Dwarf Star level at this point in the series,
You're
while
saying-
using
so
the
you're
full
telling
power
me-
of Kaioken times
You were telling
4.
me Saiyan
As for
Saga
speed,
is
at this point in the
stronger
series, Goku is
than the
likely
average
several
Viltrumite.
hundred times faster than Light at this point.
I'd
As
say
Kid
so,
Goku with a power
probably.
level of less
But
than
still,
200
if we're talking
has
about
multiple light dodging feats,
multiple
and we
of
can
them.
just multiply his power level upwards from there. Aside from the Kaioken, Goku does not have any of the major hacks abilities he would pick up later in Dragon Ball Z or Super. Of course, he has Flight and can fire different kinds of Ki Blasts, but things like the Solar Flare or Spirit Bomb don't exactly add a brand new dimension to how Goku comes off as a fighter.
He'd be nasty with a solar
So,
flare, though.
knowing everything, who wins?
Yeah, well, only
As
in
an
one
individual,
direction.
there is
There's
no
a lot of
question
them.
that
They're going to be
Goku by
coming from all
himself is more
directions.
powerful than any Viltrumite by a pretty solid margin,
Okay.
especially when he cranks it up to higher gears of Kaioken. However, actually hitting them is going to be insanely difficult for Goku, as he's majorly lacking in speed compared to them, even in Kaioken times 4. However, any Viltrumite is hit by an attack from Goku, they are likely getting knocked out or seriously damaged. One major argument in the Invincible verse is what I like to call the splat factor, where the notion that when someone is way stronger than you, if you attack them, you
Hey,
take
pause it right
damage
there.
instead.
Pause it right
We
there.
see this most
Yeah.
obviously with Thrag.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's that many Viltrumites, bro, like that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but look, okay, he's gonna talk about. I'm gonna rewind a bit. He's talking splat factor. We know, the guy has proven, at least we're going by his logic, that Goku is stronger, way stronger than the average Viltrumite. So if we're going by the splat factor rule, a Viltrumite will try to punch him and his arm explodes because he just hits Goku with it. So like he'll just explode. I don't know, but this entire arc, by the way, that you're seeing, it's fucking crazy. So
Yeah, I really need to read it. I really
oh
need to
my
read
God.
it.
All right. You ready? I'm
Yeah.
about to back it up like 20 seconds.
In the Invincible fruit, they are likely getting knocked out or seriously damaged. One major argument in the Invincible verse is what I like to call the splat factor, where the notion that when someone is way stronger than you, if you attack them, you take damage instead. We see this most obviously with Thrag's children, but the problem is that there are similar instances where this actually doesn't happen. For example, Omni-Man headbutts Thrag and his head doesn't explode or anything, despite the fact that in the exact same fight, Thrag is literally able to tear Omni-Man's body apart with his bare hands. So it's kind of hard to quantify when it does or doesn't happen in the series. The other major issue that Goku is dealing with here is stamina and numbers. Like I said before, assuming that only 1% of all Viltrumites are invading Earth, this is still likely over 1 billion people for Goku to fight by himself. While yes, he doesn't necessarily need full power to take a Viltrumite down, even fighting vastly weaker opponents can tire you out, like Roshi thinking he couldn't fight the entire Red Ribbon Army. Plus, for Goku to access his higher levels of power, speed, and strength, he needs to put even more fatigue and strain on his body. So ultimately, Saiyan Saga Goku would not be able to stop a Viltrumite invasion. It's a case where the stats are so lopsided in different directions for both sides, and it seems like in this case, the Viltrumites just have the advantage in where it matters. Think of it this way. While Goku can obviously beat, say, Raditz, can he beat 1 billion Raditz who are all also faster than him? If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I took a little break, so it's refreshing.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, because that's my standpoint. Like, yeah, he can definitely beat any Viltrumite, but can he beat a billion of them at the same time? Like, that's he doesn't.
Do you believe that there's no version of Goku that could beat a Viltrumite invasion then?
Maybe Ultra Instinct, but still, it's like a billion people. It's like that's just a ridiculous. It's like a ridiculous number.
He
It's a
can
ridiculous
destroy
number.
planets.
So can they?
Yeah, but okay, Goku at Saiyan Saga could destroy the planet if he truly wanted to.
Well, the thing is, so can one of them. Like, remember, we saw Omni Man take out that whole planet when he like went through that portal in the first season. He took out that whole planet by himself.
Yeah, but that planet was cooked. They were cooked.
Yeah, well, I'm
The
saying
fact that they just kept invading, realizing their clear weaknesses, was crazy.
no,
But
I'm just saying in terms of like just the utter destruction he was able to do. He took out that was just one Viltrumite. We're talking about a billion of them. Like it's a numbers standpoint. Yeah, he can destroy a bunch of them. He can kill hundreds of them, thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of them. But then we're talking about a
so
billion.
you're telling me this. Let's just say Super Goku, like the Goku we have in the comics right now.
Yeah, what time is he gonna get to rest? What time is he gonna get to like reset?
Could he kill a billion Reddits? I think
At
he
the
could easily
same time?
I think he
I
could
don't
easily
know.
do that. He's
It's like
at this point, Goku is just as fast, or maybe even not even faster than a Viltrumite, right? In UI, he's remember with Goku's UI, he's so good at defense, they wouldn't even touch him. And even then, I still think that splat factor shit.
I don't think
Splat factor shit will work.
I don't care what Ultra Instinct you have. How are you gonna dodge like a billion people? How are you gonna dodge a billion people?
I think Super Goku washes a Viltrumite invasion.
Because it's like, yeah, you dodge like 5 punches, but then there's 38 other punches coming at you from all the other directions. It's like, what?
That's why he's Ultra Instinct.
What room is your body gonna be able to dodge? Surrounded by a billion people.
First of all, you act like all 1 billion people are punching him at the same
time.
Have
you ever been to like a big ass concert?
Yeah.
So if you're in a big ass
walking out
concert,
of that bitch clean.
No, I'm just saying in terms of maneuverability in a big concert, you don't have a lot of wiggle room and stuff like that.
You don't have Ultra Instinct, Lani. You don't have Ultra Instinct.
Well, I'm saying if it's packed, if you're in a packed confined space, there's only so much you can dodge. Like he's just gonna be doing this the whole time against a billion people.
Also check this out, bro. Goku will just teleport.
Teleport to where? Where the other
anywhere.
It's a billion people. They're gonna be everywhere.
Oh my god! Come on, Lani.
They're gonna be everywhere.
The Earth right now, and our Earth hosts 7 billion people. You tell me there's gonna be a Viltrumite. You tell me he can't just pull up to the Galapagos for a quick second and then fly back.
How many seconds does he have until they get right there?
He'll be fine.
Because we know how fast they can all travel. So
Super Goku washes the Viltrumite invasion. I need you to. I think so. I think he does. I think he washes. Maybe he might entertain Thrag. He might entertain Thrag for a little bit, but then he's like, "All right, I'm done with you." And he watches.
I'm not even thinking of Thrag. I'm just thinking about a billion mini superheroes, a billion mini Krillins.
Super Goku washes Saiyan Saga, washes a billion Saiyan Saga Krillins. He washes them. A billion of them. He washes them.
Like how do you dodge a billion Destructo Discs? You don't.
I don't even think low key those would even hurt him. We saw a Destructo Disc not hurt Perfect Cell, and UI Goku makes Cell look like a fucking.
Like I said, if it's like just him in like the top 5 Viltrumites or top 10 or top 20, whatever, he destroys them. But if it's a billion, we're talking about like a billion mini Superman. He is not that strong.
I think you're not giving Goku the respect.
I think you're not giving them enough credit in terms of their strength and their speed.
I understand, but UI go first of all,
and just their numbers, like a billion people that are as strong as Superman.
Okay, so we've kind of figured out right now that Saiyan Saga Goku is stronger than the average Viltrumite. Okay, there's probably 5 Viltrumites that are stronger than Saiyan Saga Goku, like Thrag, Omni-Man, Conquest, Anissa, the guy with the fucking metal eye. Those like the 5.
You could probably throw Invincible in there if you want to.
Maybe Invincible as well. So now there's 6. Everybody else ain't. their main claim to fame is speed. But if Goku even punches one of them, they're on the ground. They're not fighting anymore. They're not fighting anymore. So that's why I'm saying UI Goku, who's mad faster, he's had years of experience. He can teleport. He can use ki blast. They won't be able to touch him, bro. He can teleport anywhere in the universe. Like
And they'll be right on his ass.
teleport to Beer's planet for a second.
Yeah, if he teleports to another planet, what happens? Then then Earth gets conquered. Game over.
Seconds, Lani, seconds.
How many seconds is it gonna take for a billion Viltrumites to take over a planet?
Seconds, Lani. Seconds.
It's gonna take them seconds.
He pulls back up and murders Thrag immediately. Thrag immediately. Viltrumites are like, maybe we picked the wrong person because Thrag was the best of us.
No, he could definitely beat Thrag. He could definitely beat all the top ones. But I'm just saying, a billion of them, like no.
We'll bring this up. We'll bring this up on the BSS on Tuesday. I think you're severely underrating.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just putting them like scaling like just as like Superboys. Like, and it's a billion Superboys. Superman's not beating a billion Superboys. Goku's not beating a billion Superboys. It's a billion.
So you're telling me right now. You are telling me right now.
A billion.
Lani, you are telling me right now. UI Goku does not beat a billion Raditzes. That's what you're telling me.
I don't know.
That's what you're basically saying.
No, because I was saying I don't know if Raditz can destroy a whole planet by himself. Can he?
I think almost every Saiyan can. Maybe Kaba, but that's Vegeta's brother. He was weak, so he got sent off. But I think every Saiyan except for Kaba could destroy a planet.
Yeah, so we're talking about a billion people that can destroy a planet.
Lani,
and that can tank getting a planet destroyed on them and stuff like that.
You are telling me right now, Saiyan Saga, go. So you're telling me UI Goku cannot beat a billion Raditzes. That's what you are telling me right now.
See, I think Viltrumites are low-key stronger than Raditz.
Barely.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Goku cannot beat a billion Viltrumites. Like, no.
All right, we'll talk about this on Tuesday.
Yeah, we got to, because I don't see it. I don't see how you beat a billion people.
I think UI Goku right now will walk on Earth and smack around a billion of them if he wanted to. He just doesn't.
I don't think he. I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
I think he could right now. Right now, he could pull up. Give me the billion strongest humans. He's
because it's confirmed basically from that video. They're all beyond light speed as well, right?
Yeah, but you tell me Goku's not beyond. He can literally teleport at light speed.
No, I'm saying like he can teleport at light speed, but they're also light speed, so that cancels out. Their speed cancels. They're at the same speed.
Okay, so even if they destroy Earth, Goku just teleports to another planet.
Do you think that they can damage? You think like a full force attack from them will damage him at all?
I would probably. I think so. Yeah, but I don't think the damage would be minuscule. It would be minuscule.
It doesn't matter if it's minuscule. If it's a billion hits, a minuscule, it adds up. Because I feel like if Viltrumite can put damage on Goku's body, like that. That's just speaking.
Now, obviously, we're talking UI Goku. UI Goku.
If you could destroy a planet, you can.
Accumulates.
I'm not saying you can maim him, but I'm saying if you could destroy a planet, you can probably, if you land a hit, you could probably hurt Goku a little bit.
Come on, Lani.
If you could destroy a planet. And we're talking about a billion people that could destroy a planet.
Vegeta. So you're telling me King Vegeta cannot destroy a planet?
What?
If Goku fought a billion King Vegetas, we turn off the TV because we know how it's already going to end. King Vegeta could destroy a planet. And King Vegeta was weak as fuck.
That's one. That's one.
Yeah. Goku's beating a billion King Vegetas.
At the same time?
UI Goku
at the same time?
UI Goku is beating a billion.
Because guess what? You're dodging 5, 6, dodging like 10 punches this way, then 30 punches this way.
King Vegeta
8 kicks this way.
King Vegeta
20 headbutts this way.
King Vegeta on his best day could not hurt UI Goku. He could not.
I don't know, man.
He could not.
A billion of them.
King Vegeta, I don't even think King Vegeta on his best day. I don't really even think he could beat like
I agree.
Saga Gohan.
I agree. Like one Viltrumite by himself does not stand a chance against Ultra Instinct Goku. Bro, but a billion, it's just a number standpoint. It's like
no way, bro. Ain't no way. Put some respect on Goku's name, bro.
Right now, if a billion ants pull up to your crib and like the ants are like, hey, they could talk like, hey, we're gonna take you out. You're not beating a billion ants. A billion fire ants.
I got
a
raid.
billion fire, and your raid's gonna run out before you get to a billion.
Once again, I'm different than UI Goku who can teleport, fire ki blast. That's what you refuse to add that onto the equation.
Well, the thing is, these Viltrumites aren't ants. They're at least Krillin level. He beating a billion Krillins?
Yes.
No.
UI Goku's beating a billion Saiyan Saga Krillins. They're beating him. He's beating the mess out of them. He can throw all the destructor dicks they want. They'll fucking he'll give Goku an edge up. That's what he'll do. That's the most damage Saiyan Saga Krillin will do to UI Goku.
Because guess what? The first thing they do in these Viltrumites are also savages. So like 30 seconds of the fight, we're like, fuck it, we're just gonna destroy the planet and then deal with him later. And they'll destroy the planet.
He'll just teleport to another planet.
And then they'll be there in seconds. They'll be there in seconds if they figure out.
And then he'll teleport. Eventually he'll just pull up on Viltrumite.
Eventually he's gonna run out of ki. They're inexhaustible.
Okay, you're giving them that. Goku got fucking thing of sensu beans. Oh,
see, now we're giving them sensu beans.
No. Oh, my bad. He'll just pull up to Whis' planet. Hey, can you heal me real quick? Bet. I'll be right back.
See, so now he needs help. That's what you tell me. Now he needs help and he needs resources.
You are, that's unfair. So you're telling me right now that Whis could not beat a billion Viltrumites then?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Goku needs to go to Whis to get healed. He needs sensu beans.
Why not?
That. Because that's not the conversation. It's Goku by himself.
Goku not use that resource? Tell me
by himself. No, it's Goku. The thing is Goku by himself with no resources for some billion Viltrumites. Why would Goku not
use those resources? Okay, fine. He doesn't go to Whis' planet. He always has a fucking bag of sensu beans with him. Why would he not use those?
Sometimes he has to teleport to go pick up the sensu beans.
Oh, so he teleports real quick. Hey, Korin, thanks. Boom. 5 seconds.
Yeah, then when he teleports back, you know what? 100 Viltrumites just took out where all the sensu beans are. No more sensu beans after that.
He has all of them.
He's gonna run out eventually.
You're high, bro.
They're gonna out-tire. It's a fight of attrition. If it's a billion people, it's a fight of attrition.
Those guys, we know, according to that guy's calculations, they are Saiyan Saga Goku. It's stronger than a Viltrumite. This is UI Goku we're talking about here.
We're talking about a billion warriors that are not only strong, but they have strategies. They're smart.
Bro,
it's a battle of attrition.
You could give Saiyan Saga Goku 20 years. He wouldn't hurt UI Goku. He wouldn't by himself. He wouldn't hurt. UI Goku could go on fucking tilling his farm, taking Chi-Chi out on dates, going to Pan's kindergarten graduation to her college graduation with Saiyan Saga Goku attacking him, and nothing would happen to him. Nothing would happen to him.
I don't know. I think I'm thinking differently.
We'll talk about this on Tuesday, bro. We'll talk about this on
Tuesday.
All right, man. Thank you for hopping on. That was very interesting.
Of course. Right.
Thank you guys for watching, and pull up to the to the Black Sensei Society podcast on Tuesday nights, and we will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.